I guess I've already told you about my condition.
Funny every time I see you.
You don't remember where you've been or what you've just done.
I can't make new memories. Everything just fades.
What's the last thing you do remember?
My wife,
That's sweet.
dying.
You really want to get this guy, don't you?
My wife deserves vengeance.
When you find this guy, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kill him.
Somebody's got to pay, Lenny. Somebody always pays. You have to be very careful. You wander around playing detective. Maybe you should start investigating yourself.
This guy is so dangerous. He's gonna kill me.
Who is he?
What do you want from me? I want my life back!
I think someone's trying to get me to kill the wrong guy.
You can question everything. You can never know anything for sure.
There are things we know for sure.
You can't trust her.
Even if you get revenge, you're not gonna remember it. You're not even gonna know that it happened.
Who did this to you?
You did. You don't know who you are.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the 25th anniversary celebration / watch-along of one of Christopher Nolan's earliest films in his filmography, simply known as Memento, starring Guy Pearce, Carrie Ann Moss, Joe Pantoliano, and a host of others. I am your host, Ryan of Van Dyke Quote Channel, and I am not alone. And going back to the year that was, or was it? The year 2000, directed by Christopher Nolan's Memento. Case is back. Finally, it's been a while. He's been very busy with all these other projects. He's been hammering out intros, thumbnails, graphics, and all the stuff he's doing over in his neck of the woods on YouTube. Case, it's great to have you back. How are you?
To be fair, I've been helping you on the behind the scenes stuff. But hi guys, well I'm happy to be here for actually one of my favorite movies. Period, I should say. Like this is definitely in my top 50 of all time. It's a damn good movie. So yeah, I had to join this one. Of course I did.
Oh, absolutely. And we're very happy to have you here. And yes, I wasn't making, small meat and potatoes of the fact that, yes, you've been helping us very much so behind the scenes. You're doing an incredible job of it. And on behalf of all of us, myself, everyone who's been on the show recently, everyone who's been on set for other shows that we've done in the last several weeks, thank you so much for everything you've done. The graphics are great. Thumbnails are great. The intros are fantastic. So if you're looking for a graphic designer, someone to help you boost your numbers on YouTube and your social media, talk to
Or
this
an editor.
right here. Yeah, or editor. Absolutely, editor is the key word here. I should use. Yes, editor. Check out Case, aka the Dutch Star Wars guy on YouTube, and all that good stuff. So with that, yes, with that out of the way. So this is how the show works. If you're new here, you're not sure how this process goes. We are going to be watching the movie on our own separate devices. You're more than welcome to watch the same movie with us from the comfort of your own home on physical media or a streaming service. I will inform you that this movie is currently streaming for free with ads on YouTube.com right now. So there you go. It's the only Nolan film that I know of that's streaming for free on YouTube. I know Memento is streaming for free on Tubi. It's also streaming on Roku channel for free and Pluto TV for free too. So there are multiple ways to stream this movie, however you wish to do so. But if you have it on physical media, you're more than welcome to use that too. So we're going to watch the movie. You're going to hear us do our own version of a commentary. You're going to be sharing our thoughts, fun facts, favorite memories, all this kind of stuff. If you have any fun facts or questions or memories you want to share with us about Memento or anything Chris Nolan's done in the past 25 years or before that, let us know in the comments, let us know in the chat. More than happy to take those as they come in. Do not forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends. And if you're joining this live or what is known as a replay, thank you so much for doing so. So just out of curiosity, Case, what was it like for you seeing this film way back when? I'm not sure if you saw it in 2000 necessarily, but what was your first experience with Chris Nolan's Memento, if I do ask?
Look, I turned 7 years old in 2000, so I definitely didn't see this movie. This is not appropriate for your 7-year-olds if you have any. This is a very adult movie that I watched way after the fact, after I was introduced to Christopher Nolan in general. And when I did, I was thinking, this is an interesting director. I'd like to see what his earlier work is like. That's why I watched this movie. And then I watched it, and I'm like, oh, this is what the Matrix cast was up to right after they did the Matrix. Joe Pantoliano and Carrie Ann Moss, most notably, of course. But I thought it was an absolutely fascinating movie, start to finish, because of the editing, which is something that I enjoy, of course, because of the way that it's not in chronological order. It is in reverse order, and it's in one sense, the colored scenes are reversed every time we see a colored scene, it's previously to what happened, which is interesting. And every black and white scene is in sequence. And that actually makes sure that you don't really know what is happening until the very end. And you feel like the protagonist, which is brilliant. I love that. It's one of the most creative ways ever to do a movie. And I think we're probably not going to ever see a movie like this again. But I was just, this movie is amazing. And I've seen it a lot of times. I've even made my own chronological cut out of it because I was like, I need to see how it plays out chronologically. It's not that interesting. So there's that.
Oh, I got you. I didn't know that about you, man. Fascinating. So we're learning all kinds of things about this movie, as well as our co-host for this evening. So fantastic stuff. I saw this movie for the first time a couple of years ago. I think it was during the early stages or mid stages of lockdown / the global pandemic. And because I've heard a lot of things about it over the years, and I am a fan of Chris Nolan because of what he did with the Dark Knight trilogy, respectively. I'm a big fan of what he did with Inception. Really love that movie. I think Inception is great. In my opinion, which, believe it or not, doesn't that movie turn 15 this year? Wow, I can't believe I just said that. Wow, Inception. Ugh. That's good stuff. But anyway, so I want to know a little bit more about Chris Nolan's early filmography, and this is one of his earliest films. And I watched it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is told from a totally different, non-linear, I think is the word, non-linear storytelling. Yeah. And Guy Pearce, I mean, I've seen him in other things, and he's fine. He's good for what he is. But this film, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a really good actor. This guy's a really good actor. Like, Guy Pearce just drives this film from beginning to end. And I love it because of what he brings to the table as an actor. Because, I've seen him in Lockdown with Maggie Grace, which is a sci-fi outer space film. I've seen him in other stuff where he pops in, he does a few things here and there, and but this is where he really shines, in my opinion. And Carrie-Anne Moss, what was it, less than a year after Matrix, and Joe Pantoliano, same thing. Less than a year after Matrix came out, like, oh my gosh, these actors, especially Carrie-Anne Moss, she brings a lot to this. Way more than I thought she would initially when I was first watching the movie. And it's really, really good. It's me personally, this is my favorite Nolan film. I mean, nothing against anything else he's done, because he's done some great stuff in his career. Do not get me wrong. But me personally,
I like that take.
Yeah. It is. I think it's going to cause a stir in the comments, I'm sure. But this is my favorite Nolan film. I'm not saying it's necessarily his best. I mean, it's up there for sure, but it's just my favorite. It's just my favorite. Because there's a difference. Make a list that's best movies and favorite movies are two very different things. So keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind. This is my favorite Nolan film. Doesn't necessarily mean it's his best. Although, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Memento going into this. But yeah, it's great. If you've never seen it before, definitely chime in. So with that being said, we are going to watch this movie. We're going to go back to the year that was, which in this case is 2000. Guy Pearce, man of the hour, man with all the power in here with Memento in 3, 2, 1, hit play. Here we go. New Market Films distributed this one.
And this is where it already starts, because this opening sequence is completely in reverse, just to give you an indication. And I think that's a very good intro to the movie, to give you an indication what you're in for the rest of it, because it's weird, but it's a good weird.
It's a good kind of weird, yes. Yeah. Carrie-Anne Moss. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, and actually,
but
between this and Insomnia, it actually shows that Christopher Nolan has decent female characters, because all due respect to a lot of the female actors in a lot of his movies, it's not the best at times.
Yeah, maybe so. David Julian did the music? I'm not familiar with David Julian, who did the music for this. I'm not familiar
either. We are very synced up, by the way. You said it as soon as it popped up on my screen, so that's good.
Yeah. One of the beauties of having multiple ways to stream this thing. And obviously the director of photography, Wally Pfister, right?
By the way, this is even better, because I said the scene right now plays in reverse, but it's also the Polaroid coming into color. But if you play that in reverse, it gets out of color. You forget, just like the protagonist, which is brilliant.
Oh, that's right. Short story by Jonathan Nolan, his brother. Oh wow.
Yeah. To be fair, they did a lot of stuff together.
On
And
many projects.
actually, in my personal opinion, the moment that Jonathan Nolan stopped working with Christopher, that was actually where, for me, Nolan fell off a little bit.
Oh.
Because whatever you will say about Christopher Nolan, he's a great filmmaker, and he does effects work like no other. But his storytelling at times is not the best. And I do think as long as he works with his brother, like with this movie. Spoiler alert for the end of the movie, by the way.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he does that.
You were in the hotel room. That's the key. Because it's the first time you've been there. Man, the narration by Guy
This
Pearce.
actually is the first scene of the movie, the black and white.
I think Guy Pearce is great as a narrator too.
Yeah. Also because he is us, but he plays a very good protagonist for us. Lenny.
It's Leonard, like I told you before. Oh, did I? Must
also, Mark Boone Jr.
Yes.
Known from Batman Begins.
Oh, that's right.
Too
Yeah.
Furious.
Yep. Oh, so that's who that actor was. I was trying to think what his name was. But yeah, Mark Boone Jr. Yeah. What was his name in Batman Begins? Flask. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in playful mood. It's not good for you.
That's the thumbnail.
It's not pleasant of you to make someone fun of handicap. Just trying to have some fun. Get in the car.
Also, that's not his car.
That's not his car.
But we'll get to that later.
Oh. Well, your window, huh? Oh, right. The window's smashed in.
Yeah, he did that himself.
Broken. I can get that fixed for you. So where to, Sherlock?
Honestly, this movie is so interesting to watch after you've watched it, knowing what happens.
Yep.
Because what has happened has already happened at this point.
Right. Oh, we got a blue truck. Ramshack. There was a video on this. I'm trying to remember who it was. They originally wanted a different actress to play the Carrie-Anne Moss role. I'm trying to think of who it was.
Oh, okay.
There was a video about it. They wanted somebody with more like Hollywood cred, like had more of a filmography than Carrie-Anne Moss. I mean, she had some. Obviously, she did Matrix, but
she did The Matrix a year before this, but that's pretty much all she was known for.
They wanted someone with more cred, Hollywood cred, and I'm trying to think of who it was. I don't think it was Gwyneth Paltrow. It was. Oh gosh. Oh, this is gonna kill me, man. I wish I would have remembered this, but yeah, they wanted a stronger actress for this role, but then they turned it over to Carrie-Anne Moss because they realized that Carrie-Anne Moss can bring stuff to the role that the other actress couldn't, at least in their minds. So, trying to think of who the actress was. It's gonna kill me. I think it was a blonde actor, but then again, that's like half of Hollywood.
I'll Google it for you.
But yeah, it's got to be something I can't remember. It's interesting how Leonard has notes written on the back of those Polaroids.
He explains why he does what he does later.
You don't have a clue.
Anyway, so
Leonard, you don't know what's going on. You don't even know my name, Teddy. It's because you read it off a picture. Jeez. Getting intense here.
Boom. But we already knew that.
It's just an anonymous room. It's nothing in the drawers, but you look anyway. Nothing except Gideon Bible, which I, of course, read religiously. You know who you are. You kind of all know about yourself. Oh my goodness, so good. The tattoos on his body, man, that is something I've never seen in a movie done before. This is what makes this movie even more unique. It's like, well, the only way he can remember is by tattooing all the clues on his own body and not keeping it down in a notebook like a other regular person would.
Kill him.
Yeah, don't believe his lies. He is the one. That's how Marty wore his Walkman in Back to the Future. He just had a little shoulder strap, put it around him, had the Walkman there and his headphones. Sorry, I know I'm kind of going back a little further than 2000 there, but hey, the movie turns 40 later this year, folks. We're going to be doing a movie watch along for both that and its third installment, Back to the Future Part 3, which turns, what is it, 35?
35.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Whew. So many great movies are turning a certain age this year, Case. My goodness.
I know. There's a reason I'm not on a couple of them.
Yes, but there's also a great reason why you put together the spreadsheet and the schedule, because it's great, and you do a much better job than I could. So
I to be fair, I made the schedule just so I can make sure that I can put the movies when I have time to join.
When he has time to join during the course of a calendar year. So that's very true. Yeah. You said like to look people in the eye when you. Yeah. You don't remember saying that? Well, that's the thing. I had this condition. A condition.
To be fair, you've already rented another room at that motel, but you don't know that.
Yeah, I've rented 2 rooms. I don't know about myself. Since my injury, I just can't make new memory. Everything fades. If we talk for too long, I'll just forget how we started. Next time I see you, I'm not going to remember this conversation. Whew.
And we will see people take advantage of that.
Rude or something. I've told you this before, haven't I? Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to mess with you, but it's so weird.
A little bit.
Yeah, we talked about that. I'm sure we have. What's the last thing you remember? I don't know. My wife.
My wife. That's always the answer.
That's another thing about this movie. I didn't know that Sarah Seidel from CSI plays his wife in this movie. That's great.
I don't know CSI, to be fair.
Don't know CSI. Oh gosh, why am I blanking? It's Georgia. Her name is Georgia. Darn it. I'm blanking on everything. I have this condition. I can't remember.
You have this condition.
I can't make new memories or remember old memories, or I can't remember fun facts about the movies we're currently watching. I have this condition.
Ryan, get better at it. Jesus.
I know, I need to get better at this stuff,
You're embarrassing us. Just kidding. Teddy, Lenny.
It took me a minute, but it's Georgia Fox. Georgia Fox is the young lady who plays what's his
Leonard's wife.
Lenny's wife, excuse me.
He doesn't like Lenny.
Yeah.
Lenny.
See? Yeah, there you go. Georgia Fox is her name. Good actress too. It's nice to see her in something other than CSI, but other than this movie, I haven't seen her in much of
anything.
Yeah, she's done a few movies here and there, but this one and I think one other one I may have seen her in, and that's it. CSI has been her career. Not that that's a bad thing. CSI ran for 15 seasons originally, and then they rebooted it for 2 more, I want to say, and then they canceled it again.
Right now, he's explaining it.
But I have a piece of information which is vital. Oh. Right on my body, instead of on a piece of paper, could be the answer.
And he doesn't like phones.
Yep, doesn't like phones. Remember, Sammy Jenkins. Sammy Jenkins. The facts. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
Well, you would have to take a shirt off to properly see it.
Yeah. Oh, we're in the restaurant now.
All right, he meets Natalie here.
You left these at your table? Thanks. Lincoln Street. Yeah, straight on 6th Street. Hold on, I'm just gonna write this down. No, it's easy. No, go. Trust me. I need.
No. I'm gonna have to write this down.
I'm gonna have to write this down. Which doesn't necessarily have to do with the notes that he just took on those pictures or pieces of paper or whatnot. But I had this idea going through my head during the course of the week when I was at work. And I sat down. I had to take a sheet of paper because if I didn't write it down, I was going to lose all traction of it. So I'm kind of pulling a Lenny here. Excuse me, Leonard. Leonard, that's his name, not Lenny. And I wrote this story idea down for a short story. I'm in the process of piecing together and writing. And I'm glad that I did, because as I was writing on the piece of paper, which, by the way, this is just a standard normal 8.5 by 11, like you have in printers, I wrote down all the other ideas for this story, and I started writing the first couple hundred words of the story on the back of the sheet of paper. So that was a fun. There was a little fun thing that happened to me earlier this week when I was at work. Case started writing a story, and no, not one of the characters is named Leonard or Lenny or Joe Pantoliano's character or Carrie.
John Gamble.
John Gamble.
It was just shown, by the way.
Or
John G.
Exactly. Or who's the other one? Sammy Jenkins. Sammy
Jenkins.
Sammy Jenkins. Yeah, I didn't write down that either. Just so you know, Case. Didn't happen. Oh, he's got a copy of the DMV photo. Yeah, Mr. Gamble. Lenny, is that you? John Gamble? Lenny, it's Teddy. Okay, I'll be waiting. Oh my gosh. This is such a crazy way of telling a story.
Yeah, because you as an audience member have trouble remembering what happens during.
I guess. I don't know. Oh, he's taking off the shirt.
Yeah, now we're going to see the tattoos.
All the tattoos, all the different kinds of pieces of information, right? All the different clues.
John G. raped and murdered my wife.
Don't trust. Trust can be your weakness. Man, that's a lot of tattoos.
Even on his legs.
Yeah. Oh, a certificate of title. John Gamble. Male.
But earlier, in one of the black and white scenes, you see him shave his leg because later in the timeline, he's going to actually add a tattoo.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go. E62nd. What is that? Oh, SG137. Oh, it's him. It's him. And for those of you wondering why we're saying it's him, because we're kind of quoting a little indie film here called Memento, directed by Chris Nolan. Here on Movie Watch Along at the 20th anniversary. We're currently 15 minutes and I want to say 18 seconds or so into the movie. So feel free to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service. You can watch the movie along with us in the comfort of your own home. Comment below about it or anything that Chris Nolan and his fellow cast members have done, or excuse me, cast members and stuff have done in the chat. And if you're watching this live or on the replay, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for being here. And don't forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends. John G. Man, that's very serious.
Yeah, you can read it in the mirror. You can't read it as he is.
As Lenny or Leonard. Nope. Making a note of this. Like, wait a minute. Don't believe his lies. He is the one. You must
kill him.
Kill him. By the way, his penmanship is way better than mine. Is your penmanship as good as that?
No,
it's not. Okay. All right. I mean, you should see the piece of paper I wrote earlier this week when I was at work. It almost looks like a 3-year-old wrote it. But at the same time, I can still, you can still read it. I know what's going on. So all I gotta do now is just type it up on my computer, because that's really what you're supposed to do as a writer. You can write it down in a notebook if you want, but it's better to write it on a computer and save it. So I got to get on that at some point this weekend if I can. I'll do it Sunday. Or Saturday. I could do it Saturday night, but we'll see. Up. Car's pulling up again.
Now you meet with Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because we see him in the bathroom in the previous scene, which is the next scene, in the same restaurant.
Today, 1 p.m. Meet Natalie for info. She also has lost someone. She will help you out of pity. Ah.
Yeah, the person she lost is Jimmy.
Hmm.
Well,
And we're introduced to Natalie.
no.
My wife called me Lenny. Yeah, I know. You told me. And I probably told you how much. Yeah. Do you mind taking your glasses off? It's hard for me to,
What'd I say, Ryan? What'd I say? Don't call him Lenny.
Is that what your little note says? Yeah. Must be tough living your life according to, scraps of paper. Well, you mix your laundry list with your grocery list, you end up eating your underwear for breakfast. Guess that's what you have, those freaky tattoos. I think Carrie-Anne Moss looks more attractive in this movie than she did in The Matrix.
That's because in The Matrix, she was supposed to either look very
Military?
leathery and black, or scruffy because it's the future.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Either or.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, she's allowed to look normal. Janji.
Outside of this movie, the only thing I've ever seen her in movie-wise, outside of Matrix, is the remake of Rear Window in Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf as Shia LaBeouf's mother.
I haven't.
Oh, you've never seen Disturbia?
No.
Oh, it's good. I mean, it doesn't hold a candle to Hitchcock's Rear Window, but still, it's good. It's a good remake, actually. It's one of the better ones. Even though most remakes are bad, but still, this is one of the rare exceptions.
Most are.
True, but this one's pretty good. I mean, I still think, because now that I've seen both iterations of Rear Window, which is Disturbia and Rear Window, it's up by Hitchcock, Rear Window is my favorite Hitchcock film. So, there you go. Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly. Love you both. Great actors. She was beautiful. I mean, to me, she was perfect. No, don't just recite the words. Close your eyes and remember her. Did her ex-boyfriend hit her, or did she do that to herself? The scratches and whatnot on her face. Oh, sorry. Co-host is taking a bit of a breather here. With that being said, I'll be your host for a moment here. And Leonard, I should say, is remembering the times he spent with his wife, played by Georgia Fox, a.k.a. Sarah Seidel from CSI Las Vegas, the original series. So there is that. Getting flashbacks to Leonard and his wife here.
Yeah.
Georgia Fox. No relation to Michael J. Fox, but Guy used to do bigger deals there.
Yeah, a guy you knew. You mean your boyfriend? Ex-boyfriend at this point.
Yes. I wasn't helping you from... I'm sorry, it's okay. See, you have this condition.
Oh, yeah.
You still staying at the Discount Inn, room 304? Yeah. It has to take out the Polaroid. You treating you okay? I don't remember. You know what we have in common? We are both survivors. It's true. It's funny. It's funny they mentioned the word survivor because someone posted a meme earlier this week with Leo DiCaprio crawling out of the hole he was in The Revenant, and this is what getting through the week is. Getting through Friday, and it's Leo DiCaprio crawling out of the hole in The Revenant, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that can describe everybody's work week, honestly.
Number 7 Jackass.
Same thing.
Yeah, it was nice that I didn't have a work week this week.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it was, in a sense, but I just edited together a video.
No, makes sense. Mm-hmm. Sammy Jenkins. I don't know if I met them before. I just have to look in their eyes, try to figure them out, Just... Your job told me the best way to find out about more people. Just watch the eyes, watch the body language. If someone scratches their nose when they're talking, experts tell you it means that they're lying. Man, look at Leonard here, looking all super sharp, hair combed back,
It's also interesting how essentially before he lost his memory, he had this. Yeah, he has a lot of memories about very important things that can help him, but then changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on, I'll buy you lunch. Have I told you about Sammy Jenkins? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tired of hearing about the guy. What about John G? You think he's still out there? Who? Johnny G, the guy you're looking for. That's why you haven't left town, am I right? Maybe. Then you have to be very careful about what you're doing here. Man, crazy how these people were. Two of them were in the biggest sci-fi movie, one of the biggest films of last year of '99, and then they end up in this less than a year later. It's amazing. Another really good film. 2 good films in the span of less than a year.
2 iconic films, I would say.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. I believe that when we did The Matrix, that's still one of our most watched videos, if I'm not mistaken.
It's your 3rd most watched video right now.
3rd, okay.
Behind The Lion King and Captain Ron.
2 very different movies from 2 very different
honestly,
movies.
How the hell is Captain Ron there?
Still there? I don't think...
I understand The Lion King. I understand The Matrix. But what the hell is Captain Ron doing there?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it comes down to the belief that everyone who watches that video thinks they're watching the movie for free. Instead, they end up watching 2 guys doing a commentary. And like, what is this? Because I've had several people comment on that video over the years that I've had to, excuse me for saying this, it's just a broadcasting 101 kind of thing for me here. But I've had to delete certain comments because it's just like, okay, I know you're upset, but this is what a watch along is. You're watching people react to the film, but you can still watch it. You just have to watch it on your own device. That's all it is.
The weird thing is that if people honestly think that you can watch a movie for free on YouTube, you're crazy. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Also, if the thumbnail and the title literally say watch along, then maybe you should adjust your expectations to what it is.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Very true. But yeah.
Like if the title is to say The Lion King full movie, then yeah, that probably is it. But it's not.
Not. So. But thank you to all who's contributed to the views on those videos, right? The Matrix, Lion King, 2 of our favorite movies of all time, and Captain Ron's one of my favorite comedies. So thank you all for participating in watching the video. I mean, The Matrix and Lion King have gotten some, The Lion King's gotten some interesting comments in the chat, in the comment section below those videos. I'm thinking, yep, you're right. Yeah, it's not the movie. It's a watch along. So a few people have said, wait a minute, I thought this was the full movie. What is this? And I'm like, no. the movie you can watch on Disney Plus if you have access to it, or you can watch it on DVD because
I can only assume that the people commenting that do not have Disney Plus.
True, but it's like, come on,
they're
guys.
Browsing YouTube to find the free version.
True. It's just, yeah. And then one person wrote in our comment section for The Lion King saying, Scar was evil. He killed Mufasa, killed the king. It's like, that's so wrong. He committed so many... Like, yeah, he did. You're right. That's why he's the antagonist.
Sounds a bit villainous. I don't know why.
Yeah, not that I'm talking down to the audience. I'm just agreeing with them. Like, yeah, it is. Yeah, Scar did some very bad, horrible. What do you call it? Horrible, bad things, but it's still a great movie, and it's one of the greatest animated motion pictures of all, and it's one of the most successful ones at that. So,
Very.
yeah, and
There you have Sammy.
Sammy Jenkins, played by veteran character actor Stephen Tobolowsky, who was also featured in Groundhog Day with Bill Murray.
All right.
Yeah, he was in that too. I mean, you've seen Groundhog Day, right?
I have.
Yeah. Ned.
Over and over and over. I actually have seen that movie more than once.
It's Groundhog Day, and then he walks up to him
Again.
Ned. Boosh. When he punches him in the face that one time, I laughed. That was the most.
Yeah.
That for me, that got the biggest laugh out of the whole movie of Groundhog Day. That was the biggest laugh for me. Was that scene?
It's like you're just so done with this obnoxious person. Like, go away.
Bill Connors. And then Bill Murray looks deadpan in the camera and says, "Well, it's Groundhog Day again, again." To the groundhog. I like to drink the world peace, and that's what Andy McDowell says. I'm like, yeah, let's do that instead. Which reminds me, I haven't seen Groundhog Day in a while, okay? So I should probably sit down and rewatch that. I haven't seen it in a while.
Only 3 more years for the 35th anniversary.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Actually, Groundhog Day is from my birth year.
Oh, there you go.
93.
Fun fact for those of you watching at home.
So, right now we have been introduced to the character of Sammy Jenkins, who Leonard has tattooed on his hand. Now, there's a theory, nothing more than that. It's very convincing, though, that Sammy Jenkins is not real and that Leonard is him with the same condition.
Ooh. Do you believe that?
I kind of do.
Okay. Fair enough. You never write a phone number on your hand.
I think a lot of people write things on their hand just to remember it. I see it at work all the time. A lot of people do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, you see it at work. Okay. Because I used to write notes, little notes here and there on my hand, but I haven't done that since the late 90s.
Also because over at my work, we work in a clean room.
Oh, okay.
Where we sometimes have to use these latex gloves, so it's easy to write it on the glove, have it as a thing to remember, write it down where you need to, and then you can take off the glove and you don't have it actually stuck to your hand,
Right. Because if you write it down on a pen or what's that other thing, like a permanent marker, like a Sharpie, it takes forever to wash that off.
Magic marker?
Yeah, magic marker, it takes forever to wash it off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Normally. I hate that. I hate when that happens. I hate it because I've written stuff on my hand with a pen and it still takes me a bit to wash. I mean, I still wash it off, but it's like you have to do this a lot. And I'm like, dude, come on, like get off my hand. What are you doing here? It's annoying. That's why I haven't written on my hand since the late 90s.
Get off my hand.
I know. I haven't written anything on my hand since like the late 90s, early 2000s. It's crazy. Dead serious. That's why I write everything down on sheets of paper with a pen. That's why we keep. By the way, here's a good rule of thumb: always keep a notepad or post-it notes and a pen in your car, folks, because you never know when you're going to need those.
Or just this device called the phone. You have notes on. You can write a note.
Yes, you have a note. What's it called? Notes app on your phone.
Notepad or something. Notes. Yeah, whatever.
Thank you. Called notes on your phone. Just write them down. Yeah, or type it in, of course. People write stuff on their phones, right? I mean, I've taken notes before. A few notes, not a lot, but a few.
What's interesting is that the next time that we see Natalie was actually the previous scene that we saw her. She has a cut lip, and right now she was fine. What happened between now and then? I'm curious. Because right now the scene ends with the beginning of the previous scene.
Oh, that's right. That's a valid point. Now we're doing a black and white scene. For those of you wondering, it is Memento's 25th anniversary watch along. We are here with 31 minutes, 53 seconds into the movie. Feel free to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. Comment below in the chat. If you're watching this live on the replay, thank you so much for doing that. And do not forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends, because otherwise we may have this condition, which we may have to remind you.
Yeah. This is a good one.
Plays with the shapes.
Wow.
It's a test, Sammy.
It's a test.
Test this, you stupid quack.
Yeah, but the interesting part about the test is they ask him, yeah.
Oh, but by instinct, not by memory.
But he didn't. And that's the interesting part.
No.
Because by instinct, he would just grab the same pieces once again.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Tick. Car alarm beeps.
This is one of the few moments in the movie that there's a score playing, actually.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the movie is actually quite quiet.
Well, I guess I don't have to worry about him anymore. What the you got me into? Come inside. Who is Dot? Who is he? Calm down, okay? This is my problem. You offered to help. It has nothing to do with your investigation. How did you get me into this?
I will say, by the way, the trailer that you played at the beginning of the show, I feel it has a slightly different tone to the actual movie.
Oh, yeah. I think it was the re-release for the DVD or the special.
It was a re-release because otherwise it wouldn't have said from the director of Inception, which is a movie that came out 10 years after.
10 years after. So yeah, it was a trailer for the re-release, of course. Yes. Oh, just trying to tear up the Polaroids.
Yeah, you can't tear up a Polaroid.
No. I know what it's going to sound like when I knock on it. I know what it's going to feel like when I pick it up.
These are good examples, by the way.
It's kind of memory you take for granted.
Instinct.
That's right. You know, I can remember just so much. Feel the world and her.
But I essentially love how he is able to continue to explain his condition despite the scenes being in reverse, because we understand that he's not able to remember what he said before. So that's fine. That's honestly brilliant, because we experience the movie as he's experiencing these events, which is he's not experiencing it whatsoever. He's forgetting everything. But we also don't know what happened, and that's what it's leading to. Because, as I said, like I made this in chronological order. In chronological order, the end of the movie as is like 35 minutes into it, because it's the black and white scenes, playing out and then going into the color to the point where at the end you see what happens there. And then it goes into the color scenes, and then you see that. Which, again, might clear up the story a little bit for people. But it's not as good of an experience as the movie is, because it ruins the mystery of it, which is the brilliant part of the movie.
Good point.
Jimmy. Yeah, him.
Jimmy. What happened to Jimmy? Well, he went to meet somebody. He never came back. Who'd he go to meet? I called Teddy. Ooh.
Okay, you're lying. You're straight up lying, by the way. But whatever. Anyway, give it like an hour and 15 minutes. We'll see.
Okay, because I was going to say, Natalie is a very interesting character, but she's not as honest as we think she is. So
no, she is using him.
Yeah. Liar.
And the thing is that the first couple of scenes that we see is when she has already gotten to the point where she knows, I can just use you, I don't care. So it's fine. Yep. But yeah, it gets nasty the more that we see from her. Even though that has already happened at this point. But at this point, she has already gotten what she wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, Trinity was high and mighty in Matrix, but in this one, she's a manipulative, you know what, in this in this movie.
A manipulative minx.
Yes,
To say it nicely.
To say it, yes, to put it nicely. Yeah, you minx. Trying to think, what was the first time I heard that word? I heard that, here it is. First time I ever heard that word, minx. You lousy minx. I set up all the signals. That was in Batman Returns with Danny DeVito, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Michael Keaton. It's the first time I heard it because when Penguin's trying to seduce Catwoman on the ledge of that building and offer her a glass of, what was it, champagne caviar, whatever it was. Yeah, because the Batman's being, thrown under the bus for frightening the town of Gotham. Yeah.
He's Batman.
He's Batman. Yeah. I thought you were going to just scare the Ice Princess, not kill her. She looked pretty scared to me. Some people have said that's one of their favorite Christmas movies is Batman Returns. Some people have said that.
Wasn't me.
No. A few other people that we know of have said, I'm like, really? That's one of your favorite Christmas movies is Batman Returns? That is okay. It is a Christmas movie on a technicality level, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think of it as a Christmas movie. It's just it's a very messed up Batman movie is what it is.
Die Hard is a better Christmas movie.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that, but still.
Hey, but still, there are people who are going to dispute that, Ryan.
But still, yeah, but still, Die Hard's, but like aesthetically, between the two movies, to me, Die Hard is a superior film to Batman Returns. Like, I would rather rewatch Die Hard.
I would much rather watch Die Hard than Batman Returns.
Yeah, big time. So big fan of Die Hard, folks. We all are. Case and I are certainly.
Nah, it's more so that I just don't like Batman Returns, but that's me.
Yeah, it's like I've come to like it over the It's funny because I hated it for a while and then I rewatched it and I started liking it again. So I have a mixed, complicated relationship with Batman
Returns. It's a bit of a controversial movie.
There are parts of it I like, but then overall I just think of it as the movie happened, but the original 89 film is a masterpiece compared to this. So, yeah.
It's definitely better.
It is. It's just, anything almost is the same objects. Ow, what the fuck? It's a test, Sammy. Yeah, we'll test this, you stupid quack. You even told us. Sammy should have learned to stop picking up wrong objects.
But he didn't.
He didn't. He's like, fuck. Giving the doctor the bird every single time. Turn this claim down on the grounds that he wasn't covered for mental illness. His wife got stuck with all the bills, and I got a big promotion because of this.
His wife or your wife, Leonard?
But it works for me. I live the way Sammy couldn't. Habit, routine, make my life possible. Conditioning, acting on instinct.
This is one thing that Nolan does quite well in a couple of his movies. Create intrigue. Create a mystery that the audience can even try to figure out themselves if they want to.
Yeah.
Like the entire mystery about what happened to his wife, what happened to Sammy Jankis, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Some anonymous motel room.
It's just in a motel room.
Nothing in the drawers.
Nothing in the drawer. It's the same as the scene, the first black and white scene of this movie.
Yep. A gun sitting on top of a Bible. That's not symbolic enough, is it?
Yeah. This is worse, though. Hi. That's Dodd.
What's up, Dodd? Lenny, are you there? Just a minute. Give me a minute here.
Lenny.
Open the door. Come on, Lenny. Open the door. I'm standing out here. Oh, hi, Teddy.
Come on. What's in the box?
Finished playing with yourself, Lenny?
By the way, I thought I had a funny joke there. That is a movie that turns 30 this year.
Which one?
7.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
It seems I envy your normal life. Seems that envy is my sin. Put the gun down there. No, he showed you a box. What was in the box? That is a messed up movie too. Honestly, I haven't seen that movie in years. Like since the first time I saw it, which was like 10, 15 years ago. I haven't seen it in years.
It's not as good on rewatch. I will
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I haven't seen it.
The first time you see it, it's like, oh my god, the review, and then you watch it again, it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be her head in the end. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You already know it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time though. So. Hey, look who it is. There's a guy in a closet. What is this? What's your name? Your name. Dodd. Who did this to you? You did. Oh, Dodd is Callum Keith Rennie. Okay. Because Callum Keith Rennie is a very good character actor. He's been in lots and lots of stuff over the years. One of the things that I really liked him in, which is a short-lived television series, was a TV series. It was a continuation / reboot of who wrote the original book? John Grisham. John Grisham's The Firm. Because Tom Cruise was in the film, and then Josh Lucas plays Mitch McDeere 10 years later in the television series, which is a sequel / reboot of the original movie. I thought it was really well done, and Callum Keith Rennie plays his brother-in-law. I thought it was great, personally. I thought it was a great show. If you haven't seen it, it is streaming for free. I want to say on Tubi right now. It's either Tubi or what's the other one? Pluto. It's one of the free streaming services. You can find it there. It's a really good show. Check it out. I would strongly. Oh no, I think it's Freebie. Either way, check it out. It's really good.
Either way, it's probably not available in my country.
Or that. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not available overseas.
No,
yet,
it's honestly, it's really annoying how you guys have certain streaming services that we don't.
Oh, do they not have Tubi or Freebie or?
I don't know any of those.
Okay, shoot.
I don't even know if I have access to them. Like maybe through a VPN, but that's that.
Shoot. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, there's streaming services here and there. Yeah, is that what color is that truck? Oh, it's red. Never mind. For a second there, is that where we find the blue truck?
No.
Oh, well, here he goes. Driving out.
The blue truck, I actually think it's Leonard's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. Jeez. It's been a minute since I've seen the movie, but I do think it's Leonard's, actually.
Yeah. So was he scared? Yeah. I think it was a sinister mustache. He should have stolen his car. Why? What's wrong with this one? Nothing. You want to trade?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Sorry, is my quoting getting annoying?
Oh, it's fine. No, I was just reacting to the movie.
Oh, okay. Who's Dodd?
See, now he shaved his leg. Ready for the tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't the money that got to her. That's another thing, too. Who is he talking to on the other end of that phone?
That is a good question. That's never answered as far as I know.
Yeah, we never find out who exactly he is talking to on the other end of that phone. Sammy Jenkins. Can't go anywhere. It's not a physical. Snap out of it. Wow, now Sammy and his wife are having problems.
Or Leonard and his wife.
Could be symbolic of Lenny. Yeah. Or no, it's another analogy.
That's the thing. Like it's a theory. Was there actually a character of Sammy Jenkins, or is it just a reflection of what Leonard did to his wife just before he accidentally killed her by overdosing her? Because that's what we see Sammy do to his wife.
Oh.
Because the thing is, he has no memory of what happened to his wife, of what happened with the accident, as he calls it.
Mm-hmm. That's a valid point.
This is also interesting because if the scene after we see what he does to Dot, and then he's just sitting in the bathroom, and he's like, I don't remember being drunk. I have no idea what the hell I did. I'm just gonna take a shower. Why not? It's so weird. It really is.
Yep.
Hi, Dot.
Man, fighting in close quarters like this with no clothes, good lord.
Yeah. Housekeeping. I clean now. Sorry, that's a joke from Family Guy, I believe. I clean now. I clean anyway.
I cleaned anyway because someone used some friends of ours or in this Discord that I'm in. Someone posted Peter Griffin sitting at a desk and pushing his hands out, going like this: "Wow, wow, 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 time out, wow, wow." And I'm like, yeah, because you guys are saying so much in this Discord, I can't keep up with it. So stop blowing up my phone. Because when I open my phone, I have to scroll back and look at everything that's been said in the Discord before I can get to the most recent. I'm like, come on, guys. Yeah. And someone was like, wow, wow. And then someone said, oh, this movie's better than that. I'm trying to think of what movie they said it was. And I'm like, wow, 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 wow. I can't remember what movie they said it was better than the other one. I'm trying to think. Was it, they said Mummy is, no. They said something is better. They said Mummy is better than a certain, it wasn't Mummy is better than Raiders of the Lost Ark. It wasn't that. Because if you said that, then we really would have had problems.
Then we would have an issue.
I was like, if someone said Mummy 99 with Brendan Fraser's better than Indiana, like better than Raiders, I'm like, dude, no, you're wrong. And
but the Mummy is fun, but come on.
The Mummy, but here's the thing though, because they were talking about it in the Discord the other day. They were like, okay, what? Because we were discussing, because some of them were saying, hey, we want to watch a movie this weekend. What are we gonna do? And I said, I thought we were, because someone posted, aren't we supposed to be watching The Mummy this weekend? And I'm like, yeah, I'm down for it. I mean, me and everyone else were like, yep, I'm down. I like The Mummy. I love it. And they're like, well, you know, so-and-so, certain, you know, a couple of our friends won't be able to make it. I want to make sure that they can. So why don't we just switch up and watch another one? And I'm like, okay, well, the other movie we said we were going to watch was, if we're not going to watch The Mummy, we're going to watch The Rocketeer. I'm like, fine, we can watch that. I don't mind watching. Either one is good because both films are fun in their own way. So I don't mind it. So I think we're supposed to watch Rocketeer this weekend, which is fine because I have it on DVD and I also have it on Disney Plus. So I think what's going to happen is the person's going to bring up their digital copy on their own screen and then they're just going to share it in the room. So it's like, I don't even have to pull up my Disney Plus account because they're going to pull it up on digital anyway.
This is one of the weirdest scenes in the movie, I think, where he's running from Dot after having an issue with him. Or was it Dot? Might have been. I'm not sure. But he's, yeah, it is him. So initially he is just like in the other scene, the next scene that we see, which is the scene previously to this one, he gets into trouble with Dot and he just forgets about the entire thing while he's running.
Weird, huh? Oh shoot, I missed the name of the motel. The Memory Cast Inn? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it was
Memorcast? Oh, this is a great way to get into other people's doors, right? Just use your credit card.
Just use your card.
Because he's using one of the plastic things. It's like, yeah, do we have a card here? Yeah, just let me use this. Let me get inside. Dodge.
Oops. Oops.
96 Dodge Caravan. Sorry.
He's so sorry.
Then he takes all the stuff, puts it back in his pockets of his jacket, and then he's like, yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, let me use. Hey, look who it is. American Express card. Don't leave home without it. Hey, get out of here. Hey, let's beat it, man. I don't like it up here. What are you, scared of heights? I don't know. That's what happened to Johnny Gobbs. Hey, look, man. Johnny Gobbs got ripped and took a walk off a roof, right? No big loss. That ain't what I heard at all. I heard the bat got him. The bat? Oh, man. Give me a break, will you? Sorry. Can't help it.
Oh, that is Mask of the Phantasm. Isn't it?
No, Well, I was quoting Batman 89 actually.
Oh,
When the two guys are on the roof counting the money they stole because they what do you call it? They mugged that family that was walking down the street in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Do you remember
not really. I don't have a particularly good memory of 89.
that? I have this condition. Anyway.
You see, Ryan, I have this condition, and that's I just don't love any of the Batman movies before Nolan started to make them.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, I was quoting Batman 89. But Mask of the Phantasm is a great movie. That is a great movie.
Yeah,
no doubt. Now we're in the middle of nowhere, an abandoned yard. It's an abandoned building.
I'm in a junk pile. That's Empire Strikes Back, by the way.
You having trouble with your droids? No, it's no problem.
Why?
Oh, what a mess. Chewie, you think you can repair them? Lando's got people that can fix them. No
thanks.
No thanks. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Also, that one we're going to do as a watch along in May.
In the month of May, yes. And that's going to be the 45th anniversary. That's going to be wild stuff. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Empire Strikes Back turns 45.
5.
Actually, Star Wars turns 50 in 2 years.
Which we'll be here again for that, right? We're going to be here.
You already did the watch along.
I did, but we can always, and we're doing a quote along here in a couple of weeks with our friend.
Oh, right, you are, yeah.
We're doing the New Hope, what do you call it? Watch along / quote along with a
I had fun making that thumbnail, by the way.
That was, yeah, when I saw the graphics for that, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this isn't the Star Wars poster. What is this? I'm like, no, it's Han doing his thing on the intercom. Like, oh,
it
great.
Is a quote from Star Wars, and you love it because
it's one that I use all the time. And it's one that I use all the time. So it's like, yeah, everything's under control. Situation normal. What happened? Had a slight weapons malfunction, but everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
We're setting the squad up.
We're setting the squad up. Negative. We have a reactor here. Just giving it a few minutes to lock it down. Largely very dangerous.
Who's this? What's your operating number?
It's a boring conversation.
Luke, we're gonna have company.
Which, by the way, it always makes me wonder because in that very first scene where Han says, "We got to find out which cell this princess here is in." I'm like, wait a minute, you're looking at tubes and little knobs. How do you know that she's in 2187? But I guess
he
that's
just does. Okay. Don't question Han Solo's ways.
But still, you're looking at knobs and circular objects. How can they possibly tell you where she is?
Ryan, just accept it, okay?
Suspension of disbelief, maybe?
Exactly.
Okay, 2187. You go and get her. I'll hold him here.
So 2187 apparently is a reference to something.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we got the quote along coming up in a few weeks, folks. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun for that. That'll be later on in the month of, I want to say it's April. April, yeah. We got a lot of things planned for April. We got the quote along, and we got another episode of Writer's Showcase. Saturdays are going to be busy. But in a good way, though, because we're happy about the shows. We're happy about the success they've had. And we're also happy
as long as you have the time, why not?
Yeah. It's brilliant. Oh yeah, I discovered. Well, I've known about this for a while, but I finally decided to access the website and buy a couple of things. Thriftbooks.com. Bought myself a couple of books this week. That was a lot of fun. Read it like 1,000 times. Well, what book is she reading?
I don't know.
Was wanting to know what happens next. Look. I'm not reading it to annoy you. I enjoy it. Oh, but now he's burning the book.
What was that quote from Dr. Jones about burning books?
Tells me that goose-stepping morons like yourself should try reading books instead of burning them.
Thank you. Thank you for indulging me.
It's the first one I ever saw. It's my favorite indie film. So
it's best.
It's my favorite.
No question. Like, all due respect to Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's the best.
I get that. He sticks out like a sore thumb. We'll find him. The hell you will. He's got a 2-day head start on you, which is more than he needs. Speaks over a dozen languages. He knows everyone from here to the Sudan. He'll blend in, disappear. You'll never see him again. With any luck, he's got the Grail already. Does anyone here speak English? Oh my
Or even ancient Greek.
These are the only. Apparently, those are the only two languages he knows how to talk.
Yeah.
Speak his English, and does anyone know ancient Greek? No,
Marcus Brody. Marcus Brody.
Marcus Brody, sir.
But what is indie?
He's in Austria. Slight detour.
Oh, by the way, I actually recently watched an episode, a really good episode of Star Trek Voyager,
Oh,
where
really?
John Rhys Davies plays Leonardo da Vinci on the holodeck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes,
That's
and
awesome.
I heard the voice. I'm like, that's John Rhys Davies.
Oh, I gotta see this.
It's actually it's the start of the 2-episode arc
What's it called?
that introduced 7 of 9.
Oh, 7 of
Voyager.
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, I gotta look this up now. John Rhys Davies is Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
I like that. I could definitely see him playing Da Vinci. I could see it. Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah.
little bit of an Italian accent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I can see it though. If they were gonna make a biopic, I mean, I could see him doing it.
Oh, he's too old for that now.
And well, he's probably too old for it, but at the same time, like he's good. John Rhys Davies can do no wrong. Which I don't know if he going to be there the day that I'm there, because he's going to be at a convention I'm going to in a couple of weeks. I might see him, and if I do see him again, because the first time I saw him, we were just quickly in and out of the photo ops booth at the time, so I couldn't really talk to him. But if I see him in a couple of weeks, I'm going to say, hey, just want to let you know, John, I just appreciate everything you've done for Sala in Raiders, and especially Last Crusade with you punching that guy in the face with a newspaper. I thought that was genius. Honestly, I'm going to look him dead in the eye and be like, John,
Run!
run! My favorite scene of you is saying the magic word run 5 times during that scene with Marcus Brody in the market, and then you just punch the guy in the face with a newspaper. It was great.
My favorite scene of him would be in an extended version of the Two Towers.
Oh, okay. All right.
When he's comparing his kill count to Legolas. It's really funny.
What does Legolas say? I've killed 115 or something? 15?
It's extended, so I don't think you've seen it.
No. I don't
But
know.
the thing is, like at the Battle of Helm's Deep, towards the like when it has just started, Gimli turns to Legolas and it's like, Legolas, 2 already. And Legolas is like, I'm on 17. I'll have no pointy-haired elf outscoring me. And then after the battle, they meet again. And then Legolas is very proudly like, final count, 42. Gimli's like, wow, that's not bad for an elvish princeling. I myself am sitting pretty on 43. So Legolas blew a 17-2 lead. Let's remember that.
Yeah. 43. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's great. Yeah. I may be seeing John in a few weeks. If I see him, I'm definitely going to tell him how much I loved him as Sala. I mean, I'll give him credit for Gimli too, because Fellowship of the Ring is my favorite, but still, like,
And
dude.
Gimli is a great character.
He is. I mean, Fellowship is, yeah. And he's great in all 3. I mean, he's great in all the movies, but
Yeah,
Fellowship especially. He's like,
oh, and do not forget him as what's his name in Living Daylights?
oh shoot, yeah, he's in that. Oh, I gotta, dude. If I get a chance to have an actual conversation with him, I gotta ask him about that too. What was it like working with Timothy Dalton? Yeah, because he's not. That movie's not talked about enough. Living Dead. Yeah,
No, it's a great movie.
yeah. I'm gonna tell him I love you. Sala's my favorite of yours, but I gotta ask you, what was it like working with Timothy Dalton on Living Daylights? Go a little deeper. And then when he answers the question, I'll be like, Gonna take mental notes of that, and then I'm gonna text you and be like, "Yo, Case, I just got off the,
I got off the horn with John.
I just left this table like 5 seconds. I just left this table like 60 seconds ago. I just want to let you know that he said that he loved working. Like he said something about Timothy Dalton, and here's his fun fact. Like, yeah, I'll definitely if I'm able to have a conversation with him and talk to him a little bit about Sala and Living Daylights, I'm definitely gonna text you afterwards. Be like, "Yo, Case, just want to let you know, man. I gave Gimli some credit."
Oh, this must be the weirdest thing for a woman like her to have to do this.
Is she a one of those?
Prostitute?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is she one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, and then she has to pretend that those are her belongings. No, just pretend like you just took it off or something. Oh wow.
Don't use it.
Put them around the room, you know.
It's his wife's things, I think.
Oh,
And
I
I
get it.
think that's also the reason why he chose her, because she looks somewhat like his wife. It doesn't get him off. Gets him going in other ways.
I forget who plays her. She's a bit of a familiar face.
Oh. Ryan, use IMDb.
I know, I need to use it more often on these shows. Keep forgetting, but what I'm not forgetting is to remind you that you are 1 hour, 2 minutes, 45 seconds into the movie known as Memento. This is its 25th anniversary watch along. Do not forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends if you want to watch the movie along with us on physical media or a streaming service, which is currently streaming in the US of A on Tubi and Pluto and YouTube free with ads. So feel free to join us, watch along with us, and thank you so much for being a part of this. And if you're joining us live on the replay, thank you.
All right, so the actress's name is Kimberly Campbell. This was literally the last thing that she did in her career.
Oh, wow.
But apparently, she was in an episode of Seinfeld.
Ah, yes. Just trying to think of what girlfriend she played.
Character name is credited as Tawny.
I'm going to have to think about that one for a while. But still. Fun facts.
Yeah, so it's interesting that we essentially see that he is the psychologist in a way to Sammy's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Or is this him listening to his wife?
Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true.
Sammy's definitely not faking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's how it's worked, Leonard. How it works.
I know he's gotten a few over the years for sure, but I wish Guy Pearce would get more starring roles and not supporting roles because he's a really good actor in this.
He is a good actor, yeah, for sure. It's just the moment that he screamed, "I am the Mandarin," I was like, I don't believe it. Also, are they still married, by the way?
Who? Guy Pearce and...
Guy Pearce?
I don't know who his wife was.
Well, he was married to a Dutch actress, Carice van Houten, who plays... still is. Carice van Houten, who plays Lady Melisandre in Game of Thrones.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh. Is she one of the characters on Game of Thrones that actually lives to see all 9 seasons, or is she dying like season 2?
She dies in season 8, and there are 8 seasons.
Oh, 8 seasons. Sorry, I thought there were 9.
But she's introduced in season 2. She is the Red Priestess for Stannis Baratheon.
Ah, yes.
And then eventually dies at the end of season 8.
Ah. Spoilers.
Or actually halfway through season 8.
Spoilers. All right. This is the bar where she works. Her boyfriend's a drug dealer. She takes orders for him, arranges meets, writes messages on the back of these things. Then he slips him the answers when she serves him the drinks. Well, why should I care? Because when she gets jammed up, she's going to use you to protect herself. Yeah, well, from who? Guys are gonna want to know what happens to what happened to her boyfriend, Leonard.
Well, I do wonder if Teddy at this point already knows what happened. Or, yeah, no, he should. He should know what happened to Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you want to make sure that he doesn't go after you because you're literally named John G. But I still wonder to this day if there even was a John G in the first place, or if it was what, because Leonard admits it himself that he's just, playing a game. He's just going after whatever kind of John G or Jimmy G or whoever. So I'm still wondering, like, is it just a game, or was he the actual guy? It's honestly, this movie is a mindfuck.
Yeah. I mean, I get that he wants revenge for the death of his wife because that's a great motive, and that's one of the best things about movies is I like revenge movies, and this is a revenge film to a certain degree.
Very much.
So, but I don't think Lenny would kill his own wife.
Not on purpose.
No, I don't think he did kill her. I think somebody did, but this is the thing about this movie. Like, did he actually kill the right person who killed his wife, or do we think as an audience that he did? That's another good question. Oh man, but yeah, this movie's so good. It makes you question like literally everything. Like, did Lenny kill the right guy, or did Lenny kill his own wife, and he just doesn't want to admit it, or he doesn't remember it? I don't think he would kill his wife, though. I don't see him as I don't see it. I don't see Lenny. I don't see Lenny killing his wife.
Doesn't strike you as the killer type?
No, just the kind that wants revenge. Because one of the best, my favorite scene in the whole movie is when he's sitting with Natalie in the diner and says, just because I don't remember anything, or just because I don't know the motives, doesn't mean my actions don't have, that I'm not justified in my actions. I'm like, ooh, that's a good line. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, scratches out the thing on the do not trust. Yeah, you shouldn't trust Natalie.
No. You already have that place. You've been staying there for a week or so, dude.
Discount in. Low rates and discount rooms. Or deluxe rooms, excuse me. I'm a claims investigator? No, not a doctor.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a claims investigator, not a doctor.
Wait, what is that from?
Star Trek.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
It's a reversal, because usually he's like, damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a whatever it is. Bones.
Oh, Bones, okay.
To be fair, I've been rewatching the good Star Trek movies.
Oh, okay. So you've been watching 2 and 4 and 6?
2, 4. We did do 3 as well. So 2,
you
3,
did do
4.
Search for Spock. Okay.
Yeah. I don't mind it too much. I mean,
I like it.
It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
Yeah, I like
2,
it.
3, 4, 6. Last one we saw is the best one, First Contact.
Good Star Trek marathon, folks. First Contact.
Yeah, because all due respect to Generations, but no.
Yeah, Generations, I can't.
I don't like it.
No, I don't really like it. Like, it had so much, like, going into it, because I went into it not seeing a lot of the only Star Trek movie I saw up to that point was Wrath of Khan. That's the only one I've seen, because I tried watching motion picture and I got too bored.
It is.
Like, okay, I need to see more of these. And then when I watched Star Trek Generations, because it was the crossover between TOS and TNG that a lot of people have been waiting for over the years, I'm like, okay, the interactions between Picard and Kirk are fine, but everything around the movie is blah. Like, it doesn't matter.
Actually, I'm not even a fan of Kirk being in the movie, period. Because what do our favorite Star Trek captains do the first time that we see them together? Make an omelet. Is that really what you wanted to see from your favorite Star Trek captains?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, but still, them crossing over was cool.
No, I appreciate the idea. It's just I think the execution.
The execution wasn't very good, but it looked good on paper.
Yeah, I suppose there's that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, ending it with First Contact. That's
also Natalie is lying right here.
Yeah.
Because I think so, at least. The scene that plays before this, which we'll see after, is where Leonard is beating her for being an absolute bleep. I'm not going to say a word.
Liar. Yeah. You just tell me what it looks like, where I can
He's
find
blonde. He wears a suit.
it. Have you got a pen? In my purse. Eh. I told him about your car. But yeah, ending the Star Trek marathon with First Contact, that's a smart move. The line must be drawn here. As far no farther. Oh, man. That whole, just the whole scene between him and Alfred Woodard's character is just...
It also, by the way, Lily. But also, especially if you've seen The Next Generation with the episodes Best of Both Worlds, it's a two-parter. Oh, that hits.
This far no further. I'll make the
Really,
what they've done.
Yeah, I was thinking. It's Teddy, you know him.
You destroyed your little ships.
Then he quotes Moby Dick after she quoted it to him, and she's like, actually, I've never read it.
Actually,
why do you quote a book you've never read?
Actually, I've never read it. And then just, what is it, like 2 years later, 3 years later, he ends up playing that very same captain in a Moby Dick TV movie adaptation.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart. It was genius. It was great. I saw the movie, and I was like, this movie's actually not bad. For a Moby Dick adaptation, this isn't too bad. And when you have Patrick Stewart in it, it just elevates it. So
yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't a bad Moby Dick movie or book to movie adaptation. At least I don't think. Granted, I haven't seen it in a while, so I should probably go back and rewatch it because I love Patrick Stewart. But still, look, I have this. Yeah, I know all about your condition, Leonard. Know more about it than you do. You don't have a effing clue about anything else. Jimmy went to meet some guy named Teddy. Took a lot of money with him, and he never came back.
Dot.
Kill him. I'll pay you. Who do you think I am? I'm not gonna kill someone. What then, love? What would you kill for? You'd kill for your wife, wouldn't you? That's different. Not to me. I wasn't married to her. Hey, don't talk about my wife.
Yeah, she's got a point. Boy. It's a lot of cussing, by the way.
Please.
No, he won't remember. That's the thing. Like, he hits her right now, and then we already saw the previous scene, and they were all chummy and fine because he has no memory of what happened, and she's just taking advantage of him. Oh yeah, that was very smart, by the way. There was something earlier in the scene where Natalie was looking around the room if there were any pens just to make sure that he couldn't write down what had just happened.
Yeah, this was the turning point in the movie for a lot of reasons, and for me too. Because as soon as this happened, I'm like, "Oh man, this is gonna mess things up big time."
Quite so.
Find a pen. Write this note. Write it down. Whatever. Write down. Whatever. Write it down. Write it down. Keep it in mind. Find a pen.
And he forgot.
Oh, he forgot. Yeah. Oh man.
Yep.
This is what turned the whole movie upside down for me. It's like, oh, now we know. Now
Yeah,
we know.
this is actual confirmation that she's using him.
Yep.
Because she knows exactly how to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Bert from the front desk. Yeah, one second. Listen, I know you said you didn't want any calls, but this guy called. He's on the phone now. He says he's a cop. Cop? Yeah. And, says you're really going to want to know what he has to say, so I'm not too good on the phone. I need to look people in the eye when I talk to them. Well, what do you want me to tell him? Man, Carrie Ann Moss has good acting chops here for playing a protagonist, but then immediately she can turn it on a dime and play an antagonist. So she's really good at this, you know. Once again, or excuse me, this is the 25th anniversary. Excuse me, I have this condition. 25th anniversary watch along of Chris Nolan's Memento. We are 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 30 seconds into the movie. Feel free to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service right now. Watch the movie along with us. Comment below in the chat. Do not forget to like and share this. Yes, do not forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends. And if you're joining us live or on the replay, thank you so much for doing that. And thank you to everyone who has made a lot of our shows recently a huge success with all the views, all the comments, all the likes, and especially all the shares. Keep sharing out our videos because we really appreciate that wholeheartedly. So appreciate all your support. The Writer Showcase has become a massive success. It has over 170 views on YouTube right now. It's gotten a few comments. I'm going to respond to those here too momentarily. So yeah, good stuff all around for Anti-Quote channel. And stay tuned because we got a lot more coming your way very, very soon with new episodes of Anti-Quote, one-on-one interviews with some wonderful creators out there. Also, we got a lot of movie watch-alongs planned for the year, and the Writer Showcase.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, for another edition of it next month in the month of April. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, March Madness, as it's called, has been it's getting pretty madness here right now with Memento because yeah, and then next week we finish it off with Die Hard with a Vengeance. So there you go. And apparently one of our producers is having trouble with their audio.
No, it's more so I'm starting my laptop, but when I do, it makes a very loud sound. So I just needed to mute myself.
Yeah. All good. But yeah, I was just reminding people that we got some special programming coming up for the rest of the year, and especially the movie watch.
Look that one up for just a moment. What we have coming up here?
Yeah, I was going over that we have Die Hard with a Vengeance coming up next week.
That is next weekend.
Which is 30 years anniversary for Die Hard with a Vengeance. My favorite Die Hard movie because it was the first one I ever saw. So.
Then by definition, Die Hard 4 is my favorite.
That's a good one too. There's nothing wrong with that either. I like that one too.
I like Die Hard 4.
Yeah, Live Free or Die Hard. That's a good one.
With Timothy Olyphant as the bad guy.
A.K.A. Raylan Givens from Justified. And he was also in Deadwood, which I heard was a good show, but I've never seen Deadwood before.
And he was also the Marshal in The Mandalorian.
Yes. Cobb Vanth, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Which was cool. That was a little play on his character, Raylan Givens from Justified. I thought that was great.
Anyway, what do we have coming up next month?
April
is going to be good. Total Recall.
Oh, man.
11th. That's a good one.
Mm.
Then we have a quote along for Star Wars on April 12th, the day later.
Saturday. Mm-hmm.
A week later, we have The Goonies turning 40.
Oh, turning 40.
And keeping in the theme of Richard Donner, Superman 2. A week later.
Wow. 2 Richard Donner films in a span of a month?
Back to back.
Okay. in a month. That's fantastic. Goonies is good, but I like Superman 2 slightly better. So, I mean, especially when he
I like Goonies better.
Okay, well, when he flies up to the flagpole and says, "General, would you care to step outside?" I'm like, "Yes!" It's like, "Yeah, that is a great Superman-ism right there." But no. Like, overall, like, I like Superman 2 slightly more than Goonies, but, like, structural-wise, the Goonies is a more captivating film than Superman
Yeah, I
2.
think it's a fun adventure
It
with
is.
a couple of
Funny
good kid actors, actually.
Yep, lots of funny moments, too. I'm gonna get a kick out of definitely a number of them when we do the Goonies watch, and then Superman 2 is gonna be an interesting one as well because there's 30 different versions of that movie floating around, but we're gonna be watching the theatrical Richard Lester
Yeah,
cut.
yeah, I asked you about that. I was
Just to
like,
be
which cut are you going with? And you were
no,
like, the theatrical cut. I'm like, really?
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I personally think that the Donna cut is better. Oh, this is very nasty. This is very nasty. Oh, no, I can't. No.
Are we talking about
They all
beer?
spat in the beer.
Oh, sorry.
They all spat in that beer. It's very nasty.
Oh, never mind. I was like, wait a minute, where are we going with this? But
No, the movie.
I think no, I'm pretty sure we're going with the Richard Lester cut.
Yeah, you're going with a theatrical cut, but the Donna cut is better. All due respect.
Hmm. Well, it just might be easy. I mean, well, actually, that's a good question. Which one is more accessible on streaming services nowadays? The Donner
Probably
cut or the
theatrical cut.
probably theatrical? Okay, well, just want to make it accessible for our audience out there to be able to watch the movie along with us if they wish to do so, which I think a lot of them are going to want to do because Superman 2 is one of the most iconic comic movies of all time. So we're going with the original theatrical cut is what we're going with. But both versions of Richard Lester and Richard Donner's cut are available on physical media, so you can find them. Because of my condition. At least some of this condition. Nobody believes Sammy. They didn't even believe Sammy. Birdie's Bar. That's a weird, strange name for a bar. I mean, I've heard a few weird things in my life, but Ferdy's Bar is just, nah.
There is a dress code. Well, that's her, yeah. Yeah, so this is interesting. I'm not 100% sure. I always get the issue with this movie is I always forget about what really happens in the movie, despite the fact that I've seen it several times, but that's the purpose of the movie. But Natalie is talking to Leonard right now, seeing Leonard in the clothes of her old boyfriend, Jimmy. Spoiler alert for the end of the movie. This has already happened because Leonard has already killed Jimmy. And it's, oh my God, on rewatch, this movie is really messed up. What has happened to Jimmy? This is where Natalie learns about his condition, and that is why, it is exactly why in the next couple of scenes, which we've already seen, she's going to take advantage of him. That's weird. It's so weird. But again, good kind of weird. So yeah, now she pours the beer that we already saw her give to him in the previous scene. This is why it's nasty. Oh, God. Barabet. Cheers, by the way. I'll say that, I suppose. And she does as well. Yeah. Give that a good little stir. Because then he goes to sit in the booth and he has forgotten all about it. Ah, you bitch. Oh, I'm sorry for swearing, by the way. But then again, this is an R-rated movie. Oh, God. Officer. Yeah, this is the weird thing. Why is he talking to someone on the phone? Because he had a rule about not talking to people on the phone. Now, I assume that this is Teddy, and he's telling him everything for whatever reason. It's weird. It makes no sense. Like he has this rule about not talking to people on the phone because he'll forget what he said and he won't know their face. Oh yeah, it's mental, not physical. Yeah. So this is how Sammy Jenkins killed his wife, or people's theory, how Leonard did it to his wife, because there was no accident. Yeah, she's testing him, so she's like, "I'll reverse the clock." Now, yeah, she should have. I don't know why she does it on a watch because it's like a very small niche. Oh, yeah, no problem. He doesn't even question it at all. Yeah. That's also a good one. But yeah, once again, turns it back. It's also kind of that she's in disbelief at this point. Yeah, that's why he's giving the words of comfort. She's like, "Are you serious? Can you not remember that you just gave it to me?" But yeah, she is testing him. But her tests, to be fair, essentially she killed herself with it by just overdosing herself. And then all that Leonard can really remember is that he just saw her dead at one point. And the only thing that could explain that is that there was a kind of killer, but he doesn't remember that either because accident. There you are again.
I really want to know who he's talking to on the under end of that phone.
I do think it's Teddy. Because, while for most of this movie, Teddy is fine, he is a little bit of a sleazeback. He's a little bit manipulative towards Leonard.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you fake it, you bluff it. You seem like less of a freak. A drug dealer.
Oh, we're almost at the end already. Okay.
Crazy,
because
huh?
this is the last colored scene that we see before the final scene of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It ends with him, driving his car and braking very hard because he's getting the tattoo.
Oh, yes. Yes. Hey, Lenny, how you doing? It's private back here. Okay, we know each other, right, kid? How'd you know I was
By
here?
the way, this is also interesting because he's saying the Jack's out front. The Jack is a car that Leonard didn't own until 10 minutes ago. So Teddy is definitely manipulating him in some way.
Yep. Jeez.
Him. You're the cop. Actually, Leonard is calling the bluff. It's interesting. He's not supposed to be good with that.
Jimmy Grant. Who's Jimmy Grant? Leonard, Jimmy's the drug dealer. Wow. Man, this movie just keep on twisting and turning as a good mystery should.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like, even though it has already happened, the entire incident with Jimmy, he doesn't remember, and the audience doesn't know. So that's why we're able to keep that until the end. He, not entirely, by the way.
What was that? Was that part of the book? I don't know what piece of evidence that was.
Oh, yeah. Not Jimmy. It's Jimmy's clothes. It's Jimmy's Jag, but it's not Jimmy.
Interesting stuff.
Okay, I think this is the final scene where it comes together.
Oh my gosh, no officer I'm ready as I'll ever be? You're in the lobby? What do you look like?
Yeah, so it is Teddy.
Teddy, yeah.
That's the one he was being talking to.
Yeah.
Like, I made a chronological version of this movie just to understand it better, and I still didn't know. There are still things that I forget about it. And that is only a testament to, Nolan for putting it together the way he did, because his purpose was to put it together in a way that even the audience has a hard time figuring out how it works.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening. There you are.
Yeah, get to talk about Joe Pantoliano all over again in a couple of weeks for the Goonies.
All right, he is in that, yeah.
Plays one of the Fratellis.
Yeah.
The one with the wig. And a Bond villain, Robert Davi, who played Franz Sanchez in License to Kill, plays his other brother.
Yep. Sanchez. God.
So you get
By
Memento.
the way, that is a good revenge movie, License to Kill.
Yeah. And Timothy Dalton. It's Timothy Dalton. It's. I think it's slightly better than Living Daylights, but they're both good.
Living Daylights is good. License to Kill is great.
Yeah. No, you keep it, oh buddy. What a terrible waste
of money.
Yeah. Could have kept a briefcase full of money, right? Yeah. But then again,
his name was Sharky.
Yeah.
See, it is the blue pickup truck.
Yes. Oh,
that's his truck.
Mm-hmm.
That was the car that he was in before he stole the Jag.
I just like his interactions with Sanchez, and he says, "Why this? In my business, you prepare for the unexpected. Problem solver." I'm more of a problem eliminator.
Yeah, problem
Like,
eliminator.
damn.
Line.
Like, that is just cold heart. That's
That is
something
cold.
cold-hearted Bond would say.
But by the way, that right there is the book version of James Bond in a quote.
There you go.
In one
Great.
quote.
And it's great. That's why I love License to Kill so much.
That's the reason that Dalton was a great Bond.
A criminally underrated Bond at that.
Yeah.
Very, very underrated. But the good news is you can always go back and check out our Movie Nerds playlist because we've done watch-alongs for both
We
his...
did that watch along.
we did Living Daylights and License to Kill, which are both on there.
One. I missed the other one.
Nah, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. We got GoldenEye coming up this year, so...
We do. That's going to be a good one. All right. That's the Jag.
Mhm.
That's not Leonard's car. And that's the suit. And that's not Leonard's suit. He steals all of it.
Jimmy's suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Coming through the shrink wrap door. Or whatever. Jimmy.
Memory Man.
Expecting any other Jimmys out here? Memory Man? Do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you. Where's Teddy?
It goes with the suit. Now, in fairness, Jimmy was a drug dealer. Okay, you're never gonna get your life back if we're being fair. Yeah, boy.
Gee, serious stuff. Taking Polaroids.
Yeah.
Now he is switching out the clothes.
Yeah, he's putting on Jimmy's clothes. I don't really understand why he does that. Ah, now it's color.
Oh, it is color. You're right. Yeah. See?
That's where the switch happened.
Hmm.
Also, he just happens to have the same size as Jimmy.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
Same.
when it comes to suits, those can be very particular
Mm-hmm.
in size.
That is true. Very true.
He knows you. You've had dealings with him. I still wonder why he has the scratch on his cheek, because he has them throughout the entire movie.
Yeah. Oh, here comes
Eddie.
comes Teddy.
You killed Jimmy. That's what you did. Yeah, that's the thing. He already forgot that he killed Jimmy just a couple of moments ago.
Well, I hope it's not as serious as his, because this guy's dead. So remember me now, huh? You're a cop? Yeah, and I'm the guy that helped you find him. Lenny, listen to me. You got the wrong idea here.
It's got a good point.
Hmm.
He's still been using him.
Yeah, now I'm starting to think that Leonard killed all the wrong people that had nothing to do with his wife's murder, but these people,
And he killed his wife as well. By
Uh,
accident, because his wife was testing him.
uh,
That's the thing. We see like that. This was actually the moment that you were away for a moment, but that was when Sammy Jenkins' wife is asking him like, "Hey, give me my shot. Hey, give me my shot. Hey, give me my shot." And every time he obliges because he has no memory of giving her the shot, and that could have been Leonard. It could have just been Leonard doing that, and then the first thing that he sees after accidentally killing her is her dead, and he just assumes that there has been a killer and that there has been some kind of accident. He has no memory of it. He doesn't know what the hell happened. All he knows is that his wife is dead. See?
and Teddy just told him that his wife had diabetes, and he was
Exactly.
giving her insulin shots. Wait a minute. So he did accidentally kill his wife.
It makes a difference. We already did this.
Man, now I really feel bad for the guy.
Yeah. Jimmy is an innocent victim. This guy has been manipulating Leonard. Leonard's been completely used throughout the movie by Teddy, by
Natalie,
by anyone who knew how to manipulate. Heck, even the fucking motel guy is renting 2 rooms to him just to, make a profit.
Oh, make the money, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for the guy you already killed. Oh, yeah? So who was he? Just some guy? I mean, does it even matter who? No reason, Lenny. There's no conspiracy, just bad freaking luck. A couple of junkies just trying not to realize your wife didn't live alone. Man, that's messed up.
It's a good picture.
Even though it's got blood all over it.
I mean, why is there blood all over it? Oh, because they had just killed a guy.
I gave you reason to live, and you were more than happy to help. You don't want the truth. You make up your own truth, like your police file. It was complete when I gave it to you. Who took out the 12 pages? You probably. No, it wasn't me. See, it was you. Why would I do it? To create a puzzle you could never solve.
By the way, this actually goes back to a quote from Star Wars, where it's like, so what I told you was true from a certain point of view. There's always a way that you can warp something into your point of view, which might be a little different than someone else's.
Yep.
Because people are an interesting species where sometimes we just come up with something that might never have actually happened, but it's the way we choose to remember it. Oh, just go to the beginning of the movie. That will happen. Cheers, I suppose.
Mm-mm-mm.
Don't believe his lies. Oh, he burns Jimmy's picture.
Uh,
That was evidence, dude. To be fair, might actually be smart.
yeah, because I was gonna say it would have incriminated him.
Yeah, I would have.
But yeah,
See?
everybody in the movie manipulated and used this guy to their advantage.
Yeah, it's nuts.
In your case, Teddy, yes, I will.
You'll find them eventually, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But he did need to get rid of him for a moment.
Lenny.
Now, Teddy might not have actually done anything bad to his wife, but he still used them, which is bad enough, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. I have to see that my actions still have meaning, even if I can't remember them. I have to believe that when my eyes are closed,
Don't drive with your eyes closed, dude.
the world's still here. Do I believe the world's still here?
Where was I?
Oh, the tattoo parlor.
And movie.
Oh. Huh. Whew. Man. I don't know. That's something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we're cool. Everything's cool. I just got so engrossed in the movie, I forgot where I was. I have this condition. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do. Sorry about that, Case, but I did get your note in the producers chat here in a second ago. Thanks.
No problem.
But yeah, no, we're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end credit sequence of what is known as Memento, directed by Christopher Nolan and company. Excuse me. This has been an interesting one. Sorry I went quiet there for a minute, but sometimes I just get so engrossed in these movies I have to pay attention to what the heck is going on. Especially with a mind bender of a film like this, Case. This one is twisting me like this. It's all over the place. So it's good stuff nonetheless. So I'm just out of curiosity though. Final thoughts, scale 1 to 10, Case. What do you want to give Chris Nolan's Memento here?
I suppose that it was twisting you so much that your image froze, but that's okay. It's still a really, really interesting, good movie that it honestly, there's nothing like it, I feel. You have movies that are told out of sequence, like a Pulp Fiction, for example, but there's nothing like this because of the specificity of the main character's condition, which is the most fascinating thing about the entire thing. And it has you gripped start to finish. There's something happening throughout the entire movie that has you interested. You always want to listen to what is happening. And by the end of the movie, you feel like the protagonist, like, oh, I just saw that. Wait, what just happened? It is honestly such an interesting movie that there's nothing like it. Nothing before, nothing after, and anything after that might have been somewhat in the same vein of telling it out of sequence like this, I don't think does it as well as this movie does. So it's an absolutely iconic movie. I will somewhat agree with Ryan that it might actually be Christopher Nolan's, specifically his best movie, even though my favorite is probably The Dark Knight. But it's such a damn good movie. I do think it holds up. And my grade, 10 out of 10. I have nothing against it.
Wow, 10 out of 10. That's a rarity for you to give something a 10 out of 10, isn't it?
I've given some.
Of some here, maybe I'm speaking. Maybe rare is not the right term, but it doesn't happen every single time. Let's just put it that way. For sure, right? Am I saying that right? Yeah. So see, I have this condition. So for me, this movie is solid. I get engrossed in the movie. That's why I was quiet during certain moments of this movie, because I got so engrossed into what the heck was going on. And as I'm watching it, in case I are discussing it even further, I thought, oh, now I understand why this happened. Now I understand where this dot connects to that dot over here, and these two dots connect to this part of the dot, or the puzzle. It's a complicated puzzle, but it's a good kind of puzzle to put together, right? So great cast, great film. Guy Pearce is an underrated actor, in my opinion. I think this guy gets undersold to a certain extent. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Like I said, this is my favorite Nolan movie. I still think that is the case to this day. As far as making a top 50, top 100 list that I know Case many eons ago challenged me to make, which I haven't done so, this would probably be in my top 100. I just don't know where I would place it. It would probably be in the first half of the list, so probably somewhere in the top 50. Case, I want to say somewhere in the top 50, right? So I don't know. I mean, like I said before, I don't know what space it would occupy specifically, but if I'm going to make a top 100 right now, I would put this in the top 50. So there you go. That's something for you to, I can hang my hat on that one, I guess. I don't know. But still, Guy Pearce, let's get you some more lead acting roles, man, because you're so good in this. This is a star-making turn for this actor. I think he's really, really good. He's very, very good to me. So, and Carrie Moss knows how to play a protagonist and an antagonist at the same time. So, well done, Carrie Moss, right? Fantastic. Joe Pantoliano, he's been a character actor for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades, so this guy knows what he's doing,
Cypher in the Matrix.
Yeah, he wants to get out of the Matrix. He wants to live his own little piece of he wants his own little piece of heaven.
He just wants a nice steak, okay?
Nice steak. I want a nice steak and get out of this Matrix thing, okay? Rewire my brain, put me in a different place. I don't care. It's just one of those things, right? But The Matrix is a solid film, too. If you haven't seen Carrie Moss and Joe Pantoliano's turn in The Matrix, check that movie out, because that film is quite good, right, Case?
It's only your third most viewed video on your channel.
Yeah, but it's also one of the best movies, right? I mean, it's one of the best movies of all time. Is it somewhere in your top 25?
No, it's not.
It's not. Where would it fit?
Look, I said this at the end of the Watchalong last year. I love it.
Yeah, I forgot.
I have slight issues with it, which don't put it into my personal top 100.
Oh, okay. Understandable.
It's great, though. It's an absolutely iconic movie. Great film.
Yeah, but I'll leave it at it's cool, Case. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, that's what I think about Memento. 8 out of 10. If you haven't seen it in a while, it's streaming in a lot of places for free here in the States. It may be streaming overseas somewhere. I don't know specifically. I'm not aware of it. But if you do know,
have it.
Okay, well, which is fine. But I'm just saying, like, if somebody knows where it's streaming overseas, please let us know in the comments of this replay, because someone may want to know that piece of information. But once again, thank you for joining us. It's been a great time. We're going to be coming back here on Friday, 7 p.m. EST. The next one we're going to be doing is the 30th anniversary watch-along of Die Hard with a Vengeance, starring Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, Jeremy Irons, Who can forget? I mean, it's the first Die Hard film I ever saw as a kid. It's my favorite Die Hard movie. That's the reason why I love it so much. And plus, it's hilarious in so many spots of that movie between Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson. You'll figure it out once we do the movie watch along for that next week, which is on March 28th. So stay tuned. It's at 7 p.m. EST. And we got a lot of other great things planned too. But in the meantime, Case, if someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you're doing over there as an editor and a graphic designer, where can they follow you?
Well, my YouTube channel is, of course, just the Dutch Star Wars guy, where I talk about Star Wars most of the time. But as some people might have noticed, is that I most recently uploaded my portfolio, a 2-minute video. Honestly, what really is 2 minutes? You can watch that and be entertained by my editing skills. At least I hope you are, because I am definitely in search of a new job, and this job includes editing or graphic design. If you like the thumbnails that you see on Ryan's channel, I made those. I am honestly quite proud of what I did for him so far. He's grown his channel a lot, and I want to essentially get out there, do some editing for your YouTube channel. So if you're interested, give me a call, hit me up on like my social media, like on, let's see, Twitter, Dutch SW guy, or on, where else? Oh, right, Letterboxd, Case247, where I log movies. But actually, Letterboxd is, in a sense, social media, so you can also hit me up there. I'm on Discord, Case Cornelissen. That is spelled this way. Jesus Christ. I don't have a sense of how I should move my hand on the screen. But anyway, if you want to hit me up, contact me there. I can edit your videos. And also, just check out my Star Wars content. It's pretty good, I'd say.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Case. Everything you've done for this channel. Help us grow in more ways than one. Thank you so much. Links can be found on our YouTube channel. All the great things are going on for us. My name is Ryan of Anti-Quote Channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RyanRPM5 personally, if you wish. Check us out across all forms of social media, I should say, at Anti-Quote Channel. Yes, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We are also on TikTok. So follow us there. Lots of great things going on. Also, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Once we do, we'll throw a great big live stream celebration that will include special giveaways that the person who's watching or listening to this right now is going to be eligible to win. We also got merch. We got hoodies. We got shirts. We got stickers that you can add to your water bottles. We got coffee mugs. We got stationery. We got a couple throw pillows, maybe some bed sheets, all kinds of great things with anti-quote swagger added to the mix. So, excuse me, definitely check that out. This has been a lot of fun. This has been great. Chris Nolan going back to the year 2000. That's crazy. This thing is 25 years young. It's insane. But it's been a blast going back into this, and we look forward to having you join us on every Friday, 7 p.m. EST. There's always going to be a special piece of programming for And I Quote channel live, and then on Saturdays, the flagship show, And I Quote, indie creators. We interview them. We do Q&As with them. It's a lot of fun. Saturdays, 12 p.m. EST. Check those out. If you've missed any of our past videos, any of our past programming, you can check it out on the YouTube channel. It's there for free. You don't have to pay a dime for it. All the fandoms and different kinds of conversation topics are organized by playlist. So check it out. There's going to be something there for you and maybe for your friend or your coworker or a family member. We do our best to make everything family friendly around here. So check it out. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Once again, thank you for being here, and do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when the videos go up or they go live. And happy 25th anniversary, I should say, to the entire cast and crew of Memento.
I guess I've already told you about my condition.
Funny, every time I see you.
You don't remember where you've been or what you've just done.
I can't make new memories. Everything just fades.
What's the last thing you do remember?
My wife,
That's sweet.
dying.
You really want to get this guy, don't you?
My wife deserves vengeance.
When you find this guy, what are you gonna do?
Kill him.
Somebody's got to pay, Lenny. Somebody always pays. You have to be very careful. You wander around playing detective. Maybe you should start investigating yourself.
This guy is so dangerous. He's gonna kill me.
Who is he? What do you want from me? I want my life back! I think someone's trying to get me to kill the wrong guy.
You can question everything. You can never know anything for sure.
There are things you know for sure.
You can't trust her.
Even if you get revenge, you're not gonna remember it. You're not even gonna know that it happened.
Who did this to you?
You did. You don't know who you are.